Every year a vote is held to decide on the most beautiful goal in football. From dazzling solo runs to acrobatic overhead kicks, the winner is presented with the illustrious Puskás Award. But among the list of the greatest goals ever scored, which is actually the best? Welcome back to Icepack Sports, the internet's coldest football show. I'm your host Ian, and with the recent announcement of the 2022 Puskás Award, I wanted to see how it stacks up against previous winners. Looking back at the goals, I noticed that the best goal often actually isn't the winner. To truly find the best goal, I'm going to be ranking every Puskás finalist back to the award's inception in 2009. So let's jump right in. 42. Mohamed Salah. To put it in perspective, this goal didn't even win Premier League Goal of the Month. The only explanation for its nomination, let alone its win, is the sheer power of Egyptians in online polls. If it came down to an online poll, not even the North Korean dictatorship could stop Egyptians from replacing Kim Jong-un with Mohamed Salah. 41. Lionel Messi. It pains me to put Messi this low on a list, but nostalgia aside, this goal does not deserve to be here. If the name on the back of the shirt was anything other than Messi, it wouldn't even be nominated. 40. Dana Castellanos. Catching the Cameroonian goalkeeper sleeping, Dana scored immediately off kickoff. But I don't blame the keeper for sleeping mid-game. As a Chelsea fan, I do it all the time trying to watch us score a goal under Potter. 39. Andres Iniesta. It's hard not to be salty about this one, but I promise that's not clouding my judgment. The significance of this goal is carrying it hard, and there are hundreds of finishes like this every year. 38. Lionel Messi. The devil works hard, but Messi fans work harder. Again, nice goal, great finish. But if this was scored by some guy named Larry Morris in the championship, you never would have even heard of it. 37. Wendelira. The only match for Egyptians in online polls are Brazilians, and they were in full force to ensure Wendel's top spot in the rankings. Unfortunately, there are no Brazilians to influence the outcome of this list, that I know of. 36. Daniuska Rodriguez. This ball control and finish wouldn't look out of place in a Ronaldinho compilation, but I can't look past the defending that looks straight out of a 7th grade PE class. 35. Neymar. Joining Messi as another example of big name privilege, this goal doesn't deserve to be amongst most of this list. Even when it comes to undeserved Puskás votes, Neymar couldn't get out of Messi's shadow. 34. Giovanni van Bronckhorst. No amount of money could buy you a sweeter strike than this, but you have to account for the Jabulani tax. The only thing that moved more unpredictably than the Jabulani was Paulinho looking for his next club. 33. Juan Fernando Quintero. The audacity to shoot from this range has to be admired, and the execution couldn't have been better. But as a goalkeeper, you just can't concede at your near post from that range. 32. Richarlison. In a country as religious as Brazil, choosing Richarlison over Jesus himself was a bold move. Yet this goal proved all the doubters wrong. He showed that he has far more to his game than just world-class shithousery. 31. Georgian de Arrascaeta. In a world full of people chasing paper, de Arrascaeta chose scissors. That was awful. I'm sorry. Georgian, you did not deserve that. 30. Marlon. Basically combining the previous two, Marlon put together Richarlison's chest control with de Arrascaeta's scissor kick in the best combination since Ivan Toney and Hollywood Bets. 29. Nemanja Matic. If you see Matic's name on the goal sheet, you can almost guarantee it was a banger, and this was no exception. Of his catalog of annual screamers, this was easily my favorite. 28. Alessandro Florenzi. This was even more outrageous of a long shot than claiming that Barcelona would choke back-to-back 3-goal leads and become a laughingstock in Europe. Yet here we are, ranking Florenzi in a list of Puskás finalists and laughing at Barcelona as they crash out of the Europa League. 27. Patrick Schick. Scotland really can't catch a break. First match at an international tournament in 22 years and immediately concede this goal. Maybe they had the right idea staying away. 26. Luis Suarez. Never in my life have I seen a curved back heel, but if anyone's capable of it, it's Luis Suarez. And it would have happened years sooner. but he hadn't had the chance to play Norwich since leaving the Prem. 25, Robin van Persie. Ironically named the Flying Dutchman for this iconic goal, Van Persie could almost hear the ghost celebrations from fans around the world on our pirated streams. 24. Erik Lamela. This goal explains how a player so one-footed can exist at the highest level. His right foot is for balance and balance only, yet that doesn't stop him from scoring a banger when it falls onto his right. Reguilón's face says it all. 23. Neymar. Trying to stop Neymar at full speed is almost as ill-advised as moving to Paris to win the Champions League. If only the defenders got a couple $100 million for trying their best as well. 22. Heung-min Son. This may be the only time you'll see a player pick up the ball just outside their own box and end with a goal that isn't in their own net. But let's not ignore the real star of the show here. That assist from Vertonghen. 21. Mehdi Taremi. As the greatest consolation goal of all time, Taremi joins Johan Bakash in the oddly specific group of Iranians that have scored bicycle kicks against Chelsea. 20. Georgian de Arrascaeta. And he's back again with another stunning acrobatic finish. With the way he's able to throw his body around, it wouldn't surprise me to find out that he served a brief loan stint with the Cirque du Soleil. 19. Cristiano Ronaldo. After years of trying, he finally got his bicycle, and what a way to score it. Now he can move on to the final accomplishment that he's always dreamt of, winning the Russian Saudi League. 18. Modfai Subri. If you slapped a filter on this goal and told a friend it was from an anime, they'd say it's unrealistic. Yet this physics-defying strike is very much real and well deserving of its Puskás Award. 17. James Rodriguez. You know you've truly made it when a British newspaper butchers a horrific play on words using your name. Seeing this headline in the tabloids must have made James question if the banger he scored was even worth it. 16. Cristiano Ronaldo. Who would have thought that a strike this powerful would come from a guy that dressed like the cool mom from a 90s film? The secret to his insane shot power must have been hidden deep in his bootcut jeans. 15. Neymar. In this stunning run, Neymar avoided his defenders with the same level of expertise that he uses to avoid matches every year on his sister's birthday. 14. Wayne Rooney. Everything about this goal is satisfying. The curve of the cross taking inspiration from his hairline, Rooney's perfect timing and connection, the crisp sound of the ball hitting the net, pure footballing gold. 13. Dimitri Payet. Payet is no stranger to a stunning goal, and is well on his way to retiring with the hardest Streets Won't Forget compilation in history, and this may be one of his best. 12. Daniel Shuri. Shuri did his fellow countrymen proud, being the first Hungarian to win the award. Running away from the net at the edge of the box, not even Puskás could have pulled off this insane finish. 11. Miroslav Stoche. You have to be a certain level of crazy to even attempt a first-time volley directly off of a corner. Winding up for the strike, Miroslav announced his willingness to take heat for firing a shot into the stratosphere. Yet lucky for him, he had the technique to match his insanity. 10. Marcin Oleksy. Marcin tried his best to replicate Rooney's finish, except he was missing just one thing: his left leg. Not many players have the athleticism to do this with two legs, let alone with one. Would this be called a unicycle? 9. Linus Hellenius. After pulling off the flick over his defender's head, you just knew he was gonna whack it. He saw his name in lights well before scoring the goal, but not even in his imaginary world would he have pictured it flying into the back of the net this perfectly. 8. Oscarine Masuluke. Although it may seem less impressive than some of the previous goals at first glance, that all changes when you take note of the color of his jersey. Apologies if you're colorblind. Masuluke was a goalkeeper. That's right, a goalkeeper that scored a last-minute winner that any striker would be proud of. 7. Radamel Falcao. We've seen volleys directly from corners and we've seen scissor kicks, but Radamel Falcao managed to do both. El Tigre showed his stripes with this insane feat of athleticism and finesse. 6. Lionel Messi. Yet again, we have the little boy from Rosario, this time in a much more respectable place for his mesmerizing run against Athletic Bilbao. Despite Ray Hudson doing his very best, no words can describe the magic that is Lionel Messi. You just have to see it for yourself. Quick reminder to subscribe if you're enjoying the content, as each subscriber represents a fan in the Icepack Stadium, and I dream of filling the biggest stadium in the world. But for now we reside in something a little bit more humble, the Wilhelmshaven Stadium in Eastern Iceland. As soon as we outgrow it, we can move to something a little more exciting, so let's push for that upgrade. 5. Stephanie Roche. As the first woman nominated for the Puskás Award, this was the best debut since Haaland's 23-minute hat-trick for Dortmund. Those touches and that finish were pure class, and you couldn't ask for a better way to show what the women's game has to offer. 4. Hamid Altintop. With the pace that corner was sent in at, the probability of getting a clean connection was about as likely as a footballer actually serving time for tax evasion. We've seen all kinds of goals today, but a hit like this, at that speed, is truly 1 in a million. 3. Graffiti. In Wolfsburg's title-winning run, Graffiti and Dzeko ran riot. This is a goal that any player dreams of scoring, and the audacity to go for a backheel at the end of it is a level of confidence that even Mbappe or Ronaldo would find impressive. 2. Olivier Giroud. In typical fashion, Giroud shot right up to the top of a list, ranked by most beautiful. I remember watching Mkhitaryan's scorpion kick and thinking I'd never seen anything like it, only for Oli G to go and level it up 1 week later. This goal has everything you could ask for and is genuinely one of a kind. And finally, 1. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Poor Joe Hart, who conceded not 1, but 2 Puskás-worthy bicycle kicks in just a few years. Although not often, you can bet on someone scoring a crazy dribble run or an insane long shot in any given year. Yet 10 years later, and we still haven't seen anything remotely similar to the 40-yard bicycle kick from Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and I'm not sure we ever will. And that wraps up my list. If you think I'm a delusional bozo for some of my choices, you're probably right. I'm trying my best to objectively rank goals based on how beautiful they are, and I'm not quite sure there's a formula for that one. An overhead kick may be more impressive than a long shot for me, and it could be the complete opposite for you. And that's pretty cool. So let me know in the comments below where you think I got it wrong. And as always, stay icy.